So I wanted to do this video because, and I said before, people find reasons to get upset and get angry. Doesn't matter what the reason is. They just want to be mad at something, right? Rage bait, right? Tabitha Brown. Now, Tabitha Brown, probably in the last 5 to 10 years, is probably one of the most successful brands, entrepreneurs I've seen on the internet. She got it out the mud. This woman didn't come from wealth. Nobody really knew who she was, let's just say 10 years ago. And she created this big time successful brand. She is a big time businesswoman, a big brand, one of the biggest online. She is huge. So I would think she could give a little advice. We can learn a lot from her hustle, how she promotes herself, how she promotes her brand, her family, her whole situation. I think she's qualified to give advice. I think, right? With that being said, she recently made a video basically telling some entrepreneurs who are having a hard time, struggling financially, their business is failing, they owe people, they robbing Peter to pay Paul, it's time to get a job. And a lot of people on the internet lost their minds. At one time, this woman was loved by a lot of people, and now it's like I said before, some people just wait. They really, really want to see you fall, and they really, really want to hate you. It's not the right time for it. Be honest with you. And that goes for every one of us, even in your own personal life, right? So I think she's qualified to make that. And I think we can learn a lot, because if anybody struggled in their business and brand, it would be her. We see the success. People don't want to see the success. They just want to see the success, They just want to see the success, but they don't want to see what it took to really get there, and how many times you failed, and how many times people didn't watch your videos, and when you only had a couple views or whatever, right? Or where you didn't sell something in your business, or whatever your situation is. But they like to see the end, but they don't like to watch the entire movie. And Tabitha is an example of the entire movie. If you just pay attention. She had interviews where she explained her whole journey, her whole situation. She's not hiding anything from anyone. But what she was saying, I agree with 100%. I'm not an entrepreneur. I just think we live in this day and age with this hustle culture, and everybody's gonna boss, and everybody on Instagram, and people, all these online gurus coming online selling people this dream that everybody can be a boss. No, everybody can't be a boss, right? If you look at the numbers, we open up our Google Bibles and we start looking at the numbers of how many small businesses fail, you will be shocked how many small businesses fail. And a lot of people, a lot of times, and she wasn't saying, hey, hang it up, give up on your dream, give up on your situation. She didn't say that. What she was trying to tell you is, hey, get a job. It's time for you to take care of your responsibilities, pay them people that owe you. You're struggling right now. Don't give up on it, but you're going to have to regroup. And people know that's what she was saying. They just want to find a reason to be mad at this woman. Now, there's other reasons. We'll get to it in a minute of why some people are pretending to be mad at this woman. But everybody ain't built to be an entrepreneur. Some of us need to work a 9 to 5. Some of y'all not really good employees. So how you going to be a good boss? Right? So later I'm going to do a video on this, but I'm 9 to 5s are like a layer of protections in 9 to 5 outside being an entrepreneur. It's hard to be an entrepreneur. I've tried before. It is tough. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things, especially if you're doing it on your own. And everybody not built to that. And it's some people that got successful business, they had to go back to work and they had to regroup. So if you can't understand that this may be a 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 year thing to get you where you got to be, everybody, you just can't go anywhere overnight success that you're going to do something that's just going to blow up overnight. You got to work toward it. And it's going to take consistency and discipline and patience to get where you got to get. But it's nothing wrong with regrouping and going to get you a 9-to-5, going to get you a W-2 and doing your thing. It's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of the gurus, I know everybody online makes 6 figures and 7 figures and everybody rich, and the gurus are telling you if you got a 9-to-5, you're in a rat race and all this other stuff. But when you have a 9-to-5, you have a layer of protection, and sometimes you just need to do that, and then you can work on what you can take your time and schedule times to work on your business or your other situation. And I just think that's what she was telling people. But another thing about Tabitha with the Target thing. Now, I don't like to get into politics on this channel. I do not like to get into it because that's a whole nother rage bait thing. And the media is just, I don't like to get into it. But the whole Target boycott. I'm just going to talk to black people for a second. The DEI stuff. People have said this consistently online. That was not just a black thing. That white women were the biggest recipients of benefactors of DEI. That's a fact. It's not something I'm making up. We can dig into the data, the numbers. They've been saying it's not a black thing. Some people who work for a certain political party use black emotion to pretend that Target was having an issue, and they targeted Target. No pun intended. But they targeted Target. Tabitha has business with Target that she's built over time, and people expect her to throw away her business because you mad at something that you never benefited from in the first place. That's your issue. And that's one of the issues that, black creators, black entrepreneurs, black brands have to, juggle that, especially when they're trying to, a lot of their fan base and a lot of their customers are black people. And it's hard to explain logic to emotion. It's hard to talk logic to emotional people. You understand what I'm saying? So she's getting a lot of flack from that. And the people have been sat back and said, hey, wait a minute, this ain't really got nothing to do with us. But to each his own. But that doesn't take away the fact that she has a business with these people and she still had to go to business. Because I ain't seen none of y'all jump up off Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg was at the White House with Trump. And he just did a AI deal. I think it's 800 million through Meta. Y'all still on Facebook. You still on Instagram. But Tabitha Brown has to get the brunt of it. See, nobody else can be held accountable but Tabitha Brown. So I'm just saying, I just wanted to throw that in there because that's part of the let's go against this woman and attack this woman. But what she was trying to say is, look, hey, it is what it is. Some of y'all need to go to work. It's okay for y'all to tell y'all rapper friends who rapping at 35 or 40, hey man, you need to give up on your dream and because this ain't working, you need to go get a job, blah, blah, blah. But even though y'all listen to 40-year-old mumble rappers and trap rappers, that's another story. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, nobody wants to regroup. We got to keep struggling. Your homies keep struggling. They borrowing money. And she was right in what she was saying. It just sometimes you don't shoot the messenger. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that watching her journey and watching how she grew and how she grew a brand is something that I think anybody, no matter what color, whatever your situation is, can sit back and watch and be like, oh, I respect that. Because the woman has did very, very well for herself. And I respect it. So that's all I wanted to say about that. I think some of y'all just be bugging, man. Y'all be bugging. Y'all be bugging about the wrong thing. Y'all be mad about the wrong thing. Honestly, I'm just being honest. And it's okay to disagree with her. It's okay to be like, I disagree. Maybe this another way. Cool, right? But the disrespect and the anger and the attacking, that just, it's not uncalled for to me, honestly. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Let me know how you feel. I'm an open book, man. We here to just dialogue and talk to each other and just have a grown adult conversations. That's it. Talk to y'all later. Peace.